We are live. We've established that you're going to have no F-bombs.
Yes, I'm going to do my best.
So, first and foremost, welcome everybody. We'll give people a little second here if they want to tune in, if you want to find this and share this in your world or not. But we have a couple of the ladies of Findlay Motor Company here today. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and let everybody know what you do.
So, hi Michelle. I've been here for almost 3 years. I'm going on my third year, starting in January. I work in the BDC department, so I sell a lot of cars more behind the scenes, out of state, helping clients out of state come here, take delivery. So I like to call myself an inventory specialist. So, you know.
It's very important that you have a unique name for what you do.
I do.
John Wilson,
I've got a ton of them.
John Wilson was an inventory reduction specialist for like 10 years.
I think that's where I got it from, actually.
Yeah.
I think I got it from him.
That's funny. I call you a specialist too, actually.
Thanks.
My name is Cindy. I am at the New Car Center in Bullhead. I'm newer to the sales team. I've been here since March, and I've met a lot of cool people here, and I like it so far, and I just want to try to make the experience a little bit easier for a lot of the women in Bullhead and any of the family and everybody I can.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to bring up, you know, especially me, who's probably more of an atypical car guy. You know, all car people are the same, right? I don't know how often you guys hear that yourselves directly, but you probably hear it from customers about the salespeople. All car people are the same. Da, 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 da. But you guys both are very different in our industry. It's a pretty male-dominated industry, and yet you both have found success in a place here. Tell me a little bit about what you found being a lady in the car business.
It's chaos all the time. You know.
What do you mean?
So, well,
Not here.
you know, sitting in there with all the boys. Sitting in there with all the boys, you know, they're like your brothers. You know, some days you hate them, and some days you love them. Some days a little bit of both. But no, I mean, it has its challenges for sure. But I thrive under pressure. So for me, and I've been in sales, gosh, for like 17 years in total. So, you know, just being in this industry, in the car industry, it's tough. You got to have a thick skin. For sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Cindy can agree with that being at the main lot because I've worked with those boys too.
They're a lot of fun. They are definitely like a brother.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. We have good days, we have bad days.
Do you guys actually have brothers, or are you just assuming that's what it's like?
I do.
I don't. I have sisters. I will say it. I'll
You have
call
no
Parker
idea.
out on this one. That one is like a little brother to me at work.
Yeah.
Parker for sure.
Parker is like your little brother.
yeah.
Parker is like a little brother.
He is.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
funny.
So, you know, I met Parker, I coached him in football. And
Oh, that's right, I forgot
so
about
that's
that.
where I met him. And so to see him, you talk about little brother, he's like a little nephew to me.
Yeah.
And to watch him do well and kind of grow up, you know, I've watched him when he's a skinny kid now, no offense, Parker. But when he was a really skinny kid, you know, figuring out life, just getting started, and then to see where he's at now is kind of fun. So that's the old guy
And
version
watching
of my
him
Parker story.
be successful too.
Yeah.
No offense, Parker, but I worried about you there for a little minute. Because I was one of the ones that trained Parker when he first started, and he started in BDC with us. And man, just to see him, like, I don't want to call it blossom, but like blossom into this like nice
Parker
little
can
young.
blossom.
He can blossom into this like
He's a
nice.
peacock, you gotta let him fly.
Yeah, into this nice young man, and man, it's cool to watch him be successful and really grow within in the industry
Yeah.
for sure.
Cindy, you and Parker have made some pretty funny videos. Do you
Yeah.
get roped into that, or is that something you like to do?
No,
or?
we encourage each other. We hold each other accountable. Yeah, we're a team.
I like the one
love
where
that.
Parker bullied you. That was nice.
Oh, I love it, actually. So there's days where, yeah, we will mess with each other. They'll go run, hold the door closed on me. I'm like, all right, fine.
My
And then
two
there's good
favorites were
days.
where he slapped it out of your hand, the
Yes.
paper is out of your hand, and then when he's like, you guys were yanking each other on the floor.
Oh, I'm still mad about my flowers. What the heck? They got shredded and thrown in the trash.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
So, you had said you've been in sales for a long time, but how did you guys?
Oh, there you go.
Yes, this is probably a joke, but also kind of reality.
It is.
Especially for Jansen being
Jansen's
like the
the best.
over nice,
Yes.
and then the rest of the boys being savages.
Yeah, there's Parker.
Pull the plug. There's my
And obviously, I don't know if you get a lot of traction from those things, or not, but they're hilarious. I'll be out in town, people tell me about the videos we did, and I'm like, I didn't do that video. They did that video. But tell me about how you guys arrived in sales, specifically sales with us here at Findlay.
I know Shane knows a little bit about my story. You go first on this one.
For me, I actually worked at Verizon in Bullhead City, right up there by Goodwill. So a lot of people in town know me from there already. I kind of outgrew it. I wanted to move up into somewhere where I can do more things, help more people, not so much tech support, but more in sales and showing them the new and fun things. So that's why I was like, you know what, let's go bigger. Let's go into sales. So the first stop was Findlay. I have a friend that was working there at the time and said, all right, let's apply. And I didn't come back once. I went back twice, back-to-back days, and didn't stop until they hired me.
Who interviewed you?
Eric.
Did Eric ask you what kind of animal you are or anything like that?
Yeah, if I were to be an animal, mine's a tiger, so.
He probably loved that answer.
I could see him liking that answer for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Eric loves all the unique interview questions. I was not as fun to interview.
I didn't get the pleasure of interviewing with him.
Who interviewed you?
Kaylee, Sue, and John Wright.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd that go? Did they ask you what kind of animal?
Honestly, easiest interview I've ever had. I literally
They're
went.
like, let me see.
Yeah, you have a pulse.
Come
You're
on in.
good. No, Kaylee looked over my resume and she was like, what's the gap here? Because I took a year off when my daughter was born. And so she goes, what's the gap here? And I explained and she goes, okay. She goes, we'll call you. And I, like literally 2 minutes. And then within an hour, I had a call from her. So yeah.
I just
Pretty
posted
quick.
a thing on my Facebook the other day about, it was just a meme. It said something like, hey, are you still looking for a job? And it's like, man, I'm homeless. I applied for that job 3 months ago, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we've done that a couple times. So I'm glad that you had a very prompt experience. So.
It was, yeah. It was quick, because you got to do the background check and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm clean, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was fast.
Yeah, it was
very
pretty quick. Yeah, and I mean it's been a wild ride working here. I've worked for some large corporations before, and Findlay is obviously nationwide. We have a lot of dealerships nationwide. We're corporate now, so we're getting out there for sure. And the family dynamic here, even though we are such a large dealership nationwide, and we've got tons of different stores, but the family dynamic here is so unique, and I've never experienced that with any of like the larger corporations that I've worked for. So it's been cool.
Yeah, we have a pretty fun group.
Yeah.
I've worked here for a long time. We've had some not fun groups.
Yeah.
This is a pretty fun group. So
Yeah. Right now. Yeah.
yeah, it's a pretty fun group right now. I'll tell you one thing that I do know is it's always changing. We're seeing it every day. People come, people go, and when you have a culture, it seems to carry over through people as they come through, and it's not always the case. Sometimes people come in and really wreck a culture, and our culture's pretty strong right now, so it's kind of fun to be a part of.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So you wanted more coming from Verizon, so obviously I'm sure it's much more variety.
Oh yeah.
One of the things that I loved about the car business, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, is every single person, situation is different. I always equate it to like, I say a puzzle, but it's more like a moving puzzle.
Yeah.
What do you call a little square thing?
The Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube. It's like
What
a
were you gonna
Rubik's
say? A
Cube.
robe?
A Rubik's Cube. I couldn't think of it. You're right though.
So yeah, it's like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
You think, oh, this is easy. I'll just do this, and then you have to go another way, and that's kind of how a car deal works. And
For sure.
a lot of people don't like that. I actually enjoy it. That's kind of the fun part. What has been different from what you did to what you do now?
I would say when people come in for like technology, their phones and stuff, they're just trying to get in and get out. And then they'll consider everything like a car deal. And then you're sitting there, you're like, yeah, well, your phone is needing to be fixed. Here, it's different because I feel like this is something everybody needs and they know they need it. A phone, they're not going to just upgrade and they're not going to go for the sale unless it's broken or it just glitches. They're over it. A car, you got warranties, you have other things, you need reliability. When you need to go from point A to point B, you're not going to be able to make your money and go to work and live your life and take your kids to school and go to the practice and do sports unless you have a reliable vehicle and keeping your family safe at the same time. But the people are different.
Me,
When they
who's
come
a
in-
cell phone hater, it's like a necessary evil versus a car where I'm like,
Yeah.
I need this car. I want this. I want it black. I want black wheels. I want this. I want that. And have you found it a little bit more fun to?
happier people. They come in, they're more like, yeah, I'm more interested in a car or phone. They're like, oh, this thing's broken, fix it.
Do you ever get the old guy that's like, you're a salesperson?
Oh yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
A lot.
They're like, are you receptionist?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Well,
sales.
and I can tell you, from a I've been a sales manager type person here for a long time. It's really nice to have different personalities and people, and it's been challenging to find female salespeople who have embraced it and made it.
Right.
They've been successful, stuck around, because you guys really do bring a lot of unique things that we don't do. We are just, I don't care what anybody says, we're different. And you guys bring a nice change of pace to what all of us car guys do. So we appreciate having you around. Michelle brings more snacks than I think
I'm
anyone,
a mom. It's what I do.
than anyone else in the entire BDC combined.
I know. I brought the boys this morning strawberry cinnamon rolls.
Yum.
I've
Yeah.
heard them talk about.
I
I don't
didn't
think
get one
I've
of
eaten any,
those.
have they?
I've never had one. My dad showed up at my house the other day, and he was just like, "Hey, take these to the guys at work." And I'm like, "All right." My dad's always bringing snacks and stuff over, and I bring them here. But yeah, I've got my whole cabinet's always full.
You
And I
got a
have to have
hello.
candy 'cause
You
Shane
have a
always comes
hello
over.
from Nikki Henry in the chat. She says hello.
Hi, Nikki.
They're watching.
Yeah, one of my old friends.
So what's been the response when you get out, tell people what you do? Are they like, you sell cars? Like, is that kind of the?
Yes.
It's impressive. I think a lot of it too is like they knowledge check you, being a woman, so they just want to make
Yeah.
sure you know what you're talking about.
Little
Yes.
do we know, none of us know what we're talking about.
So many different things that come
That's
out
not
every
true.
We have them
day.
fooled. Yeah.
It's true.
Sometimes
It's true.
though, it's challenging on that part, but you learn and you learn to overcome it. And that's one of the things I like to do is learn and keep learning and then teaching somebody else, and that's what
Because
do
you
every
have
day.
to have the product knowledge, right? It's not just the sales aspect of it. You have to know the product that you're selling. That is a huge factor, especially because we are already fighting against odds as being females in a male-dominated industry.
Oh, boy.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Beep. What? We beeped it.
I know you've heard some of my phone calls.
Oh, listen.
Some of mine, man.
I didn't even know if you wanted to get into some of that. I'll tell you a good example of things that you guys encounter that I could never imagine, and I won't even use you guys as an example, but we have a chat bot.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
chat bot has a female name.
Yeah.
And dudes will be like, hey, you're really nice.
Because we see.
So I can only imagine what it's
Yeah.
like for an actual
Well, I mean, we
human.
have our Facebook Messenger guy.
Yeah, yeah. Cindy and I had a person who kept messaging the both of us. So it. I'm gonna leave it there.
But it happens.
What
It
it
does
is.
happen, and I mean, it's up to us to be smart. We don't keep it going.
Right.
We're professional. We're gonna keep it professional.
Exactly.
If you're not interested in a vehicle, then I'm sorry. We're
Move
moving
on.
on
So
next.
you guys been doing
Yep.
this for a couple of years, and you got those. I've been doing this 20 years. I ain't never had that.
You've
problem.
never had a girl. You've never had a girl.
man.
DM
What the hell have I
about
been
it.
doing wrong this whole time? Damn it.
Oh,
Must be something wrong with me. I did.
I don't know. That beard's pretty majestic. I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's getting very white. It's not. I hate this light. Every time I look at it on video, I'm like, God, is it that white? Then I got like this weird thing going on here.
No, it's great.
Apparently, I'm getting old, so not a huge fan. What do you guys really like about the business?
people. The people, for sure. We have a great team. Like that
Yeah.
right there, it's like a family up there for sure. And
Who's your
BDC
least favorite on the team? No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say that's a hard one.
I was ready for you to fire like, I don't like Bird. That guy
I
pisses me
love
off.
Bird.
No,
Bird's-
everybody
That's why he's easy
loves
to
Bird,
joke about.
man.
To me, he's like the dad. Like
He is like the
I
dad.
go
Yeah.
to him when I need something. Just like
He even
if
kind of
I'm
walks around the showroom like the dad, a little scowl on his
Yes.
face, keeps everybody in line.
I think he'd be mad if I called him my dad, but I love Bird. Bird is a special character, and I adore him very much.
Everyone
Yeah.
loves Bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, what is something that you're not wild about in the car business, other than pay?
No, the pay's great.
Everybody always wants more.
Oh, I got the perfect one. My golf
there you go.
cart being broken.
I heard you broke it.
I did not.
Oh,
the golf cart
well,
Heard you
in-laws?
curved it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
What'd you do?
It doesn't go. Not me. I'm slow. I babied that thing.
Was
Yeah.
it George?
I don't know.
Might have been George.
So I think the statute of limitations has expired. So I'll tell the story. we used to have. It might be I think it was a golf cart before the one that was down at the used car center, and it was like a lifted golf
That's the
cart
one
or
that's
whatever.
here, I think, right?
I think it was before that one.
Oh, okay.
So we get this. It was the first golf cart we ever had, and we had a guy worked here named Brandon Ratchiff, and it was not a very nice golf cart. It didn't go very fast. But if you went down a hill, you get enough speed,
Yep.
and then there's a little ramp.
Oh my
And so I remember, I'm pretty sure that was at least 3 general managers ago. So we're riding around this thing, and Brandon just whips down this hill and goes down this hill and hits this ramp, and launches it. Of course, no suspension, so it just does this thing.
Right.
Something breaks, break it. I don't think I was quite as fat back then, but seat broke, the whole bit, and Brandon just pulled it up like nothing happened.
That's so
And
funny.
we didn't have cameras back then either. We had fake cameras that just, now we have real cameras, so don't try to steal from us.
Yeah.
But anyway, and so I always think about that when we give guys a hard time about driving the golf cart too fast or too recklessly, and I'm like,
Right.
we may have done way worse than that.
Well, I'm
not
pretty
that
sure
long
that's
ago.
why that one's broken too. There's a couple people I saw on that thing really thrash it
Yeah,
a
I'm
couple of
sure.
times that no longer work here.
Now, convenient. It's a likely story. We'll talk after we get off.
Yeah.
camera. So, yeah.
Oh gosh.
I've
Yeah.
learned to be prepared. Just make sure you checked if it's full and you're good.
Yeah.
And boys will not check if it's full.
Yeah. Not at all.
That is very true.
It's because they don't want to fill it up themselves, which I get. I go down there and there's a guy filling it up for me. I'm not filling it up.
Yeah.
Which is nice. The guys
It
are.
kind of seems chicken shit, to be honest.
They don't let me.
Go fill the dang thing
I'll
up.
fill it up.
I'm not
Give
talking
it
about
to
you. I'm
me.
talking about them.
Okay.
There's one of you. There's 10 of them.
Yeah.
Fill up the
I'm
stupid
like, I
cart.
am a handy Cindy. I'll get my own stuff done. Want
Yeah.
a door lock changed? I got it.
Dang, what else do you do?
I'll fix my own car.
Didn't we just talk about this? I think we talked about this recently.
Yeah.
How
Except
her
for
and I
having
both pretty
oil
handy.
change at work, because
No.
there's nobody better than our work service department. doing
That's
oil
true.
That's a nice plug. Well
it
done.
That's true. Doug always hooks it up.
Yeah,
Doug
it's
and
funny.
Kelly, man.
I don't even think about my own vehicle. I just drop it off with Kelly and tell her what's pissing
Yeah.
me off, and she sorts it out. I'm sure she would
Every
like
time.
to get better information. I'm like, there's a noise.
Just
Yep.
here you
Figure
go.
it out. You know,
Yep.
I am the nightmare customer for all these people. So we should get. I wish we could get Kelly on here. We talked about doing
I
getting
love
some of the
Kelly.
girls down and talking about, just the business,
Yeah.
your perspective of things, whatever else. And I was thinking who else we'd get, and I thought Kelly, and I thought I can't even get her to take a dang picture, let alone
Right.
come sit down here and talk for half an hour.
Except
Yeah.
for her videos get the most views.
They do.
I know.
Her videos get a lot of views.
Yeah. So the one video she did has like 1 million something views.
I saw that.
No.
And
And
it's
then
like her yelling at them to
It's
work.
her yelling at them, and it's all the
Just say, "Get
comments
to
are
work."
just people being like, "Dang,
Right.
that bossing that guy around," or "Oh,
She's actually the
It's so
sweetest.
funny.
The comments on that
So
video
funny.
they're so
Out of this world.
They're so crazy." And the funny part is, if you ever watch this video, it's always one of the top ones on our page just because of how many views it has.
Right.
And it's everyone kind of talking crap, and they don't realize that everyone was actually like out of place making a video and helped somebody organically,
Exactly.
and all they think is there's 3 people standing around doing
Just
nothing. No,
screaming
they're
at each
sitting there
other.
making a video and something happened,
Right.
and everybody's like, "Oh, the lazy workers." You're like,
Yeah.
"No, that's not." It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I think of those like negative comments though, and I'm just like, you know what? At least you were still viewing it.
I know.
So
I struggle with that.
It's still good.
Right.
There's a lot of little sketchier videos that we could make or put out there, and I'm always like,
I just don't want to upset anybody.
yeah, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to ever.
We've
but
done a couple little sketchy videos where you're like, probably shouldn't post
yeah.
Too
On
up there.
anything.
I've gotten a few of the phone
Yeah.
calls from people who don't approve and have to delete them real fast. So it always stresses me out, and I always try to like kind of guard our image or whatever. But
Yeah.
it definitely costs us some views sometimes.
Yeah.
I think
You did it. Did you know that your little walk around video had like 35,000 views?
Yeah, me and Cindy
We
kept
were
texting back and forth 'cause,
battling.
like we were 100 views apart. Like she would get ahead and then I'd get ahead and then she'd get ahead. And so
yeah.
we would text about it consistently.
And then we'd share it more.
Right.
And then just keep getting the views. I'm like, no, I got to smoke you, Michelle. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I'm going to come back. And we just kept going.
So
Everyone.
I frequently am checking just all of our platforms and seeing what's doing whatever, and I'm just scrolling through. I'm like, oh, a couple thousand, 5,000. Oh, that's cool, 5,000. 34,000. Then the next one, 34,000.
No offense,
Like,
guys, but this one's for the ladies. Today I am showing you a beautiful
and we're
2025
also
Chevy
speaking
Traverse.
of, you know, we share
It's got the 2.5 liter turbo
I
engine.
can figure out
And the reason
rhyme or
I
reason
love
why one platform will do so well versus 30.
No offense to the boys, but this video is for the girls today.
5,000,
Come with me.
you know.
I'm going to show you a 2026 GMC Terrain elevation in the.
Well, I'll tell you, these lights don't help either. We all
Yeah,
look like
that's true.
ghosts with these
Well,
lights.
I am a
but
ghost, so we got that part.
you don't have the car
Big
salesman
man.
tan where you're just
I'm
tan
trying.
from there down.
I'm German. We don't hold it.
Yeah,
Thank
I don't
you,
know.
Grandma.
Yeah. I am German Irish with, I've got the full spectrum of things, but somehow I tanned half decent. So, although I am peeling right now, it's not
See,
good.
that's the thing.
You're
I
always on the
peel.
boat.
Do I want to peel? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be spending a whole week peeling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a good time. So,
not at all.
so tell me a little bit about what's actually going on in the business right now. We had a great sales start the month. We
Right
went
now, we're
somewhat
doing well.
gangbusters. Labor Day is coming up. Tell everybody what's going on in the business right now for you guys. Is there something that you think you could pitch to everybody? What's happening out there?
So our record right now, what we're trying to do is break one. So for one, we want to try to get as many people in from now to the end of the month because we're trying to we have a record. So in order to break a record like that, we need to sell as many vehicles. And of course, we're going to have to discount as many vehicles as we can. So if you've thought about a truck, definitely come in, book your appointment with me, Michelle, and we can get you on the calendar and get you into a test drive and see where you're at least. And if you're not comfortable or you're not too sure, it's always worth a shot.
So I haven't done this a long time. It's really wild because not that long ago, there were no deals. And in a very short period of time, we have some crazy deals. You know, I see them all the time, keeping an eye on our inventory, and we set our pricing to be competitive with the biggest discounts we can find. And we went from like probably 18 months ago, no deals, no discounts, no whatever, to 11, 12, 13,000 off on
Right.
some full-size trucks. You know, some of these small SUVs that are like perfect for everyday people have thousands of dollars off.
Yeah.
Like the rates have come down a little bit. And I don't know if people just don't realize or what. And then what's crazy is trades are still up. Like
Right.
trade value, like it's still hard for us to get used cars. So it's like, it's just a perfect storm if people are in the market and able to kind of take advantage of it.
Right.
I think a lot of time too, people don't realize we don't want to go to the auction. We rather you come in, bring your vehicle in, let us appraise it. We'd rather buy it from you.
Right.
You also get your tax credit, which helps you out in the end.
You know what else aggravates me is how many times people don't believe that we'll actually buy their car.
I know.
If they're just selling it, yeah.
Every
I
time
know.
we make a
Just
post, I
sell.
just see the first comment. It's just a trick to get me to buy a
And
car.
it's
Right,
not.
and it's
It's
really
not
not.
like
It's
that.
really not. I mean, what people don't realize when they're shopping around for a vehicle, especially because now everything is online, right? Everything being an online industry, and that's why we have a BDC department, is because everybody does their shopping online. And so it's the convenience of that, but what they don't understand, or customers don't understand for the most part, is that we're here to genuinely help you. We're here to, find you the best deal possible. I understand that we're still selling a product, and at the end of the day, we're a business, we have to make money. However, we're gonna do what's gonna benefit you, because it's not our vehicle, it's your vehicle, right? It's not gonna hurt our feelings if we send you a vehicle and you don't like it. Tell me why you don't like it.
Sometimes
you
my
know?
feelings get hurt.
But
It does happen.
that's what I run into a lot more on the back end of things, because you're just talking to somebody over a chat box or texting, and a lot of people don't answer their phones anymore. So a lot of the time you're relying on texting and email, and they can't really get your personality based off of that. So it's a lot harder to build rapport and that value of why you need to buy with us.
Right.
So, it can be tough, but, obviously we still do really, really well as a store and as a BDC department. We obviously hit #1 twice.
Yeah, people don't even know what a BDC is.
So it's a business development center. Sorry, I should probably clarify that. Business
In the car
development
business,
center.
we love talking in letters that no one knows. I'd like the
nobody-
ACV. We'll go through
Right.
the BDC. We'll get you an LTV on
Right.
the APR.
Yeah, and they're
She's
all
a
confused.
business specialist.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a business development center. You can call it the internet department. Again, there's so many different names for it, but you know, we're here to just help people out. Local people, we set appointments for them to come in, work with somebody like Cindy or you know another sales consultant where they can you know test drive the vehicle and move the process forward and you know potentially sell a vehicle. If you're out of state, that's where I come in. I work a lot of out of state clients, work the entire process over the phone with them, get them a great deal, send them deposit, they fly out here, take delivery, drive it home.
That's another thing.
Super simple.
I feel like not many people out here realize like we can save you a trip from having to go to Vegas, Phoenix,
Correct.
anything like that. We'll go handle that for you. Let us know what you're looking for. We can't do anything if we don't know.
And save you a ton of taxes in that aspect as well, because you know even up in Kingman, it's like 8%. I think it's 8.1% in Kingman, and then here in Bullhead it's 7.6%, and then you come down to our used car center, it's 5.6%. So if you're registering your vehicle in Arizona, you know why would you not want to save 3% in taxes?
That's one of the things that is actually, understandably so, people are very guarded, but a lot of times when we're trying to gather information, it's simply to find a pathway to get you to what you want.
Right.
And I don't know that people realize that. Like we will take that Rubik's Cube and try to solve that puzzle with you, because at the end of the day, we can't tell you what to take. It has to make sense to you
Right.
as a consumer. And so the more information we have, sometimes we can find things that will open up pathways to different options, vehicles. I know that there have been times where we've tried to make people open to vehicles online and they're like, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. But you're like, hold on, I have this nicer vehicle with more discount, actually save you money. And then there's a, you know, how many times do we see that there's a unique incentive on one vehicle, not another?
Right.
And people don't realize that, and it ends up costing them money. You know, and so it's really hard to ask people to say, hey, trust us, right?
Right.
But if you just give us the information, 9 times out of 10, it's just so that we can try to have all the options available to
Right.
you.
That's true.
And I'm sure that you know you guys have encountered that enough in your own way, but it's really hard to break down that barrier of communication fast enough in the early goings with a customer.
Yeah, building trust too, for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Building
Yep.
the rapport can be hard, but
Yes.
you know, Cindy's done
fun.
great. You know, I've watched her on the floor and stuff too. You've been here for about a year now, right?
No, not even. I got here in March.
Oh my gosh, I feel like you've been here a year. We're getting
Ouch.
there.
Ouch! Wow.
But you know, I mean, realistically, that's even better because the short amount of time that you've been here, and again, I can say the same thing like I said about Parker, right? Like to watch you flourish. Like you were so shy when you first got
I
here.
was
So shy.
learning.
She was so afraid to talk to everybody. And you know, to watch you really develop, and I was like, again, kind of worried, and I'm like, oh gosh, I hope this girl makes it, because you came in with some other females who are no longer here.
Yes.
And I was so excited to see you just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing, because I know what it's like. So I was like, please just hang on, I promise it's worth it, and I'm glad you did.
That was the thing too. Like I have a goal in my brain, and it goes up even further every month. And,
Yeah.
and if I don't reach that goal, I am one of those kind of people that likes to take it out on myself, and I discipline myself through it. And I'm like, no, where did I mess up? Okay, go back, review, fix it, try to become better. Just like my everyday knowledge, learning everything. What I don't know, I make that a big thing in my everyday life to make sure I learn everything about it.
So you both seem to have a little bit of a natural competitive streak. Were
Yeah.
you aware
Yeah.
how
Oh, yeah.
competitive car sales was
Oh, yeah.
when you got here, or was that something you're like,
That's a drive.
oh man, these guys are crazy?
That's what makes you drive to the top.
Yeah, I mean, again, because Cindy and I have been in sales before, so, you know, we both worked wireless, because I worked at T-Mobile, she worked at Verizon. That was one of the first conversations her and I
Done
ever
other
had.
dealerships too.
And yeah, she's worked at other dealerships. This is my first time in car sales, but like, the sales is sales, you know, no matter where you're at. Sales is sales. It's about learning the product and what you're selling,
Products,
and then
yeah.
how to not only benefit yourself, because you know you're going to make money, but also what's going to benefit your clients, what's going to bring them back, what's going to create more referrals for you in the future. There's lots of other moving pieces.
Not just that
with car
too,
sales.
also how everybody around us in our environment works together to make sure we're okay.
Yes.
So like the guys at work, if they see me struggling with a specific person, they're gonna check in on me and be like, hey, are you okay? Dude, let's see what's wrong here. Let's try to see if we can figure out what's wrong here, overcome it, and then we'll move on and try to fix it, go even more in depth with it later. But at least I know what's wrong. They're a team. They are such a team. No matter what, they'll check in on us, see if we need help. If one of the new guys, like for me, numbers sometimes, my brain will overthink, and I'm like, hey, guys, sit down with me real quick. Just do math with me, and then they'll help me real quick.
Yeah.
George did a really good job at that with me and Gabriel, like just things like that.
Yeah.
When they see something's wrong, they always do check in.
Yeah, these
And-
guys back here, same thing. I mean, they're
Yeah.
great. You know, I've been in this room for so long, you know, that I've worked with majority of these guys the whole time I've been here. Some of them, you know, started before me even. So, you know, you're in such a small room, you know, because you're in there all the time. It's a small room.
Yeah.
We're on top of each other in there.
It's a little different.
And, you know, the boys, they learn everything about you and your life. And, you know, I went through a pretty hard time the last year, and, you know, and you guys both know as well, but I won't get into that. But it was a really hard time for me. And when I finally got the news, and it was good news, and I was bawling, and they all jumped up and like bear hugged me, and we were all jumping around the
made
room
Gage cry.
screaming. Well, Gage was actually next door, but when it happened, but I called him right afterwards, and you know, but again, like these guys, they're your brothers, and we're all family here, and I can't ask for anything more than that.
Yeah.
I'll say from other dealerships, other stores and jobs, this is a unique family that we have here.
It really is.
Our
And
management too,
Yeah.
Eric, Adam, they help a lot.
They're
They're
all great.
amazing leaders for sure.
yeah. So if you had any advice for a lady wanting to get into sales,
Do it.
Do
or
it.
if you had advice for yourself before you ever got into sales, what would you tell yourself?
Don't be shy. Don't
Yeah.
be scared. Be bold.
Yeah, voice
do
voice your voice your opinions, but also carefully. You know,
Because we're sensitive fellas, okay?
We're sensitive women sometimes.
some of you are. I'll put it that way. But no, thick skin. Like that is
Yep.
that is my biggest thing, and I can tell every female I've ever worked with at any sales job, you have to have a thick skin, because if you don't, and you take a deal to the desk and they're yelling at you because you missed one little part of the process wrong, and you're getting your butt chewed
never
out.
happens.
That never happens.
Come on.
And you're getting your butt chewed out, and you know, you got to be able to shut it off, go back to your customer like nothing ever happened, like you just weren't yelled at.
So
And
customers,
that's what
just so
this-
you know, that's what these poor people deal with when they go, let me go ask my manager.
Yeah.
They literally are up there fighting and clawing for you.
We're
Yeah.
batting for you. We really
Yeah.
are. We're trying to make the deal happen. They're over there trying to see what they can do.
I've tried
get
to
you.
explain that dynamic on the show before, and it really is hard to explain. They're like, what do you mean you're like arguing on my behalf with your manager? And I don't know that they
We're not physically choking each other, but we're
get more done than you did.
like
you
you
know?
feel like wanting to be like, hey, like help me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you
there's-
just can't like, and it's hard because you hold a whole nother level of respect for them.
Right.
Like I can't explain how much I've learned from them, and I respect them, and every day I'm learning something new from them. So they'll break it down, be like, no, you need to go back and explain it like this.
Right.
This is why, and the reason they are telling us something is because there's a reason why.
Yeah, and and even though it may seem like it at the time, where you're just like, oh my God, like I'm failing, I can't do this, and you're stressed out, you know, you learn from those mistakes, and it really does help you grow. And these managers that we have, both at Used Car Center and at the main lot, because I've worked hand in hand with all of them. You know, there's been some really hard times, and I'm sure that they would agree with that. However, without those situations, like I don't think that I would be where I'm at today without all of that. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
You grow. You
So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
I have a lot of fun at work. I
Got
will
some
say.
I
comments,
was gonna
some
say, we
people
get a lot of
watching.
comments.
A couple
Yeah.
here or there. Car Guy Bob. I
Yeah,
like
Car
his,
Guy Bob. Shout
I like
out.
his profile. Bill Murray.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Brewing thoughts on a project. Try at your brewery. Man, this guy's got all kinds of great ideas.
Yeah, he's
Reach
cool.
out to him.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Yeah, I really appreciate people watching, but I actually appreciate getting to talk with people outside of the day-to-day, what I would say is normal stuff. But it's really like if I end up having to go and track you guys down for something, it's usually not for something fun. You know, it's like, hey, what's going on with that deal? Hey, what's going on with that whatever?
Yeah.
And it's fun to talk to people and see what makes them tick. Especially, like I said, as a guy who's been on the sales management side of things here for a really long time, having some unique people on our team is very valuable. It's a lot of fun, and I am not good at things that you guys are good at. And so it's much appreciated. I don't know if all the guys realize that all the time, but we're pretty, one direction, a little stubborn. Been doing it a long time. We think we know everything, and so it's a lot of fun to have different perspectives and opinions.
How many guys are up there with me?
Yeah,
Right.
a lot.
Right.
Yeah. And most of them were trained by us, picked
They're
by us.
so fun though. They are.
So it's a lot of fun. We look forward to doing this again at some point and seeing where you guys are at. I did want to ask you though, do you guys find that female customers are more receptive or less to you guys?
I actually think they're harder.
Yeah, they are.
I think they're hard.
Yeah.
To be honest, no
So
offense.
that was
no
my
offense,
perception.
Ladies. No offense,
We
because
don't
we
know
love helping you.
Why?
But
Well, women bump heads sometimes.
it's not even just that. I think a lot of the time
weird.
it's a weird dynamic, you know, and I'm sure there's other women out there that could potentially agree. But I find myself able to build rapport better with males, and I don't know what that reason is. I don't know if because females come in guarded. Like if you're working a car deal with a female alone and they come in and they're looking to upgrade their vehicle, chances are they have no idea what they're doing, right? They're not really sure. They want an SUV, they want something sporty, XYZ, and they know where they want to be at payment wise. But like overall, they don't understand the whole process of how a car deal is put together and how it works. So you're kind of hitting that wall sometimes of explaining, especially going over numbers and having to explain, you know, well, this is how it's structured and this is why. And they're like, well, I don't get it. And you're like, okay. And it's more combative than working with a male. Does that make sense? Or am I kind of crazy?
I asked
I'm
for a
making
reason because I don't fully understand it. It seems like my perception would be that women would be more comfortable with and want to work with another woman, but that does not seem to be the reality. And so I was curious what your real world experience was with that. And
Mine is, I feel like I would love to work with more women.
Right.
I would love that because I feel like when I do get women customers and they come in, we have a blast. We have more fun. We have more things in common. We can do things. We'll go run through the drive-through of Starbucks if we got to. Like,
there's a lot of dudes who probably like do that too.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
probably.
I mean, I don't. They got the Red Bulls up there.
Yes, they do. That's very true.
Unless Eric wants Starbucks. But other than that, like the women are fun. I do have a blast when I do finally get that. I wish there was more women. That's what I'm noticing. It's mainly, oh, I need to wait for my husband to be here, or husband's gonna do it, or husband comes in is like, oh, wife's at home. She just wants me to do it all.
Yeah.
And it's like, but
We want to make
want
sure wife loves the
you.
car.
We want
You know?
provide the full experience. And
Yeah.
then not just that, the technology. Every time you buy a vehicle, you get a mic. I don't know if anybody remembers Mike Costa up there, but he knows all the technology.
Well, if they know him, they didn't forget him. I'll tell you that.
Don't forget him, because a lot of the
We love you,
time
Costa.
customers will sell a vehicle and we'll call, we'll follow up, say, hey, do you have questions? And then they'll say, no, everything works great. A month later, they're like, I don't know how to do this and I couldn't figure it out a week ago and now I'm just irritated. And we're like, well, just come back. Come on, let's go.
Right.
Let me show you. We have Mike, if he's not available, I'm available. We will figure out a way to help you.
What's funny is then you have customers like me who work here, and I still don't know how to use some of the stuff on my 3-year-old truck or whatever it is.
You would scare me to work a car deal with, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want any of the stuff you're telling me. I'm telling you, I'm a nightmare customer. I know it.
I don't doubt it.
You've heard how I talk to the vendors when they
I
call.
do. I do.
Yeah.
He would scare me.
But I'm easy. Just got to deal with me a little bit.
Yeah.
Bring me food.
That's literally all I
Gotta find the weak spot. Some
Yeah.
people like ice cream.
do. He
too hot for ice
He
cream.
loves snacks and burritos.
I agree.
You have to have your burrito every morning. Almost every morning.
Almost every morning.
Yeah, I know.
So one of my great gripes is not knowing when they open.
How do you not know when they open?
Because
You
they
go
open
there
at their
every
own
day.
time. I'll be there like 9 o'clock. They're not open. And sometimes 9 o'clock they are open. And
Yeah.
then it throws off my food eating. And then I'm grumpy for the rest of the day.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'm glad you understand me at least. That's
I
a plus.
do. I've had the time and the pleasure of working with you as long as I have.
Yeah.
I have gotten to know.
Never said it was a pleasure before. I walk into the BDC and I just see everybody look and go, oh my gosh.
They're like, Shane's here. Everybody be quiet.
Yeah.
Just
Turn
kidding.
off the
No,
rap
it's-
music for a
it's-
few
yeah.
minutes. Let them settle in first.
That's fine with me, because
You didn't pick the music?
I didn't. No.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
pick the rap.
just to give everybody a little background, the BDC is about this big, and there's a lot of folks crammed in there, and so you hear everyone's conversation, everyone's chewing their food, whatever it is, and so it's a very intimate environment, and
Yes.
the music choice is very crucial.
They don't.
Because you have to
they don't
appeal
let
to
me-
everybody.
They don't let me pick the music.
Yeah. What would you pick?
You know what I listen to. I listen to heavy metal. So like I am not. They don't let me pick music.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then everybody just wants to rage and get angry. They're
Yeah,
like, this
that's
is-
probably not a great idea for customer service. I'm just saying.
No, I mean it pumps me up. I get excited. I
You're
like listening.
super
to him.
pumped up, and you're like,
too.
"Can I
Yeah.
help you?"
Yeah, pretty much. You've heard me on the phone. I'll roll up blaring like Motionless in White or something,
Yes.
and blaring, and they're like at 7:30 in the morning, and they're like, "What are you listening to?" And I'm like, "Let's go. We're gonna sell cars today."
Maybe we should try it.
Right?
It sounds like
It
it's
is
got
a different hype when you are listening to like the
Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizon.
Yes, see,
Spirit
she knows.
Box. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And that's a woman hype too. Spirit Box.
Yep.
that's great. I don't even know what any of that is.
It's a woman.
I tell you,
It's a woman.
I have
Yeah.
between not being a woman and being old, people talk about stuff in the dealership, and I don't even know what to reference. I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know who these people are.
Yep.
And I just sit there and I'm like, all right.
I know there's been times where I've even tried to have a
Yeah.
conversation with you about something, and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking
No
about.
idea
I'm
what
like,
you're talking about.
okay, I'm gonna walk away now.
No, listen, I have lived in like this lane for
Yeah.
way too long to like jump out into a new lane. I get run over. I'm like
That
riding a
is-
bicycle on a highway. It's
Stuck
just,
in your ways, you
I'm
know?
very stuck in my ways.
I like it.
Don't get old.
Too late.
Yeah.
For me, too late.
Guys, I don't know if the dealership is still functioning without you at this point. I don't even know. Jeff, how long we've been yapping?
About 43 minutes.
No shit.
I got a few missed calls.
Yeah.
Sorry, John
Eric's
Wilson.
pissed. Where are you at? I got a customer.
I texted him.
Where's my females
I've
at?
seen Manny peek around the corner a couple of times.
All right. Well, I can't disrupt business anymore, guys. I really appreciate it. It was fun to talk to you.
Yeah.
I will tell you, we get into the day-to-day, us, especially as managers, speaking for you boys. We get grumpy, we get super focused, and sometimes we forget that we appreciate you. We're happy to have you, and look forward to what you guys got coming up.
Thank you.
All
Thanks,
right.
Shane.
I'm excited. There's a lot of different things that we do, and the event, everybody don't forget, we're literally doing an event from now to the end of the month. We're trying to make as many deals.
So I don't want. If you guys want to tell people where to find you, that's up to you. I don't like giving my information out. I don't want to be contacted any more than necessary.
You're so
so-
funny.
The whole town has figured out my Facebook for the most
Yep.
part from me sharing my posts. So there's that. You can message me on there. You can call in, ask for Cindy. They'll transfer you right over to my line.
Yep.
Yep.
Or you can call me in the BDC department. Like I said, I schedule appointments for, people to come in, see people like Cindy to work car deals. Because again, I'm on the back end, but we're here to help you guys out. Any way to make it easy. If you want to work something over the phone instead of coming in, or want to have everything wrapped up before coming in, call me. You can call our main line. So and just ask for Michelle or Cindy, and we'll take really good care of you guys.
Perfect.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Go back to
you.
work.
Yep.
Yes.
Go sell some cars.